Oh, hey, get ready to enjoy this great podcast with Courtney and her friends, fueled by Salt and Smoke. You're cute.
Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. It is me, Brando, Tim. He's here. He
was here.
came in and put his backpack down. He had to get coffee.
He
That's
was like,
what you got to do.
This doesn't feel right. No, it feels
like,
better.
wanted you guys to be comfortable.
Man, I got like a minute and a half. I can get coffee.
How would I go talk to Learn?
Let's go have a stop and chat. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Pretty good. Oh,
tired,
I forgot
but
my
here-
headphones again. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, you got to have those headphones in or it doesn't feel like you're speaking correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bizarre.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense. We're all sitting in the same room.
I know.
Yeah, but I'll wander away. I'm kind of like wandering away from the microphone and realize, I need to be here.
This is pretty funny. So you were in Tennessee, Tim was. Not me or Brando. We don't go anywhere.
No, we're stuck here.
And you did the Nate Bargatze podcast because he's in New York getting ready for SNL.
Yeah.
So you did it with Greg and Sean.
Yeah.
And then two of his co-hosts that
Yeah.
are always on it.
Dusty Slay, who's great, and then Brian Bates, who's great, who's also was on the show just a few weeks ago.
Yep. Whenever Courtney was out.
On our show. Yeah.
Yes, and I have something about that too in a minute. But I just we got a text last night from Jody from Kentucky, and it's from the Nate Land fan Facebook page.
Oh.
I mean, almost as big as us, the Nate Land
They're getting
fan
close.
Facebook page.
I didn't know there was
I'm
such a
rooting
thing.
for him. I'm really rooting for him.
From Kyle D. Couch. Anyone else think Tim Convoy is a dead ringer for Chris Pine? I don't see it at all.
Really?
Not at all.
I've heard it before, and then it must have been something about...
And I'm going to tell you this. You're more attractive than Chris Pine.
Oh, wow. Well,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Look at this.
appreciate
This is
that.
a big development.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I got to look up Chris Pine.
I've heard it before.
'Cause
There are
I get-
pictures of Chris Pine. There's one in particular. He did a campaign for like H&M or something, and it was insane how much it looked like me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird when you...
Which one is
I
the
always say
not?
there's that one moment in time when Skeet Ulrich and I looked remarkably alike.
I believe that.
I had a long period of Helen Hunt in her heyday.
Oh, I can see that too.
Chris Pine. Yeah, he's the one I don't find to be very attractive
Chris Pine?
at all.
Are you kidding me?
I don't.
Oh.
I
Well, I
don't.
think you're better looking than Helen Hunt.
I think Courtney's better looking than Chris Pine.
No, I like
You
the
and
other.
Skeet tied.
That's fair.
I mean, he's a
don't know
handsome
what
guy.
he looks like
It's
now.
hard to-
I bet we look nothing alike now. But I'm telling you, it's the Scream 2 poster. Somebody was like, "Yeah, you kind of look like Skeet Ulrich." We're like, "Oh, I don't really even know who that is." And I walked into the family video in Macomb, and I saw it on the poster. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other Chris I find to be more attractive.
Hemsworth.
No.
Oh.
Evans?
Yes.
Evans. Really?
I
Okay.
do.
Yeah, you seem like an Evans one.
I mean, we all have our own taste. And then
He's wholesome.
I got this morning. Yeah, he loves pets too.
Does he?
So maybe maybe that's in the back of my mind.
Did that Boston commercial?
Yes, he
Gotta
did.
laugh.
Andrew wrote and said, "Hey, Courtney, on Greg, Tim, and Sean's new podcast, they joined Nate Land's podcast, and Brian Bates, who was on your show when you weren't there, called it The Christie Show.
Yes.
I was laughing so hard. Greg said, I love you, Brian, and I think you're great, but I can't get you on The Christie Show. Really enjoyed that moment. So now it's The Courtney Show, The Barb Show, and The Christie
Yeah.
Show.
We brought it back a few times that episode too, the Christie show.
I listened to the beginning of it yesterday. I heard that whole exchange and it made me laugh.
I mean,
Because Brian's so dry, you can't tell if he's doing a bit or not. So even when he said it, I was like Greg and I kind of shot each other a look. I was like, is this coming around? But no, he was just mistaken.
oh, he was just,
Yeah.
he wasn't doing a bit.
No, he was just, he messed up.
The Middle Tennessee kid.
Yeah.
I did not listen to it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
But I support you fully.
That's okay.
See, May agrees with me. Way more attractive than Chris Pine.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, that's, man.
Take that, Pine.
Appreciate it, guys. I think he also has like some gray in his beard. Like even as we age, there's something similar. But it must have been on that particular couple days we did those podcasts because there's just a lot of comments
about the Chris Pine thing.
Yeah, that I feel pressure to keep up.
Feeling a little piney.
No, he looks crazy. He looks a little odd now.
Really?
Doesn't he?
I don't know. I'll take it.
There's some weird stuff going on with him in the movie.
He's a bit of a weirdo. Yeah.
That movie.
Because he had weird hair.
Yes, the movie where he was weird at the film festival.
Yes.
Oh, Darling, Call Me Darling.
Don't call me darling.
Darling. Yes, darling, whatever that one was. And then he directed he wrote and directed a movie that he put out that people were like, this is...
The Pool Man one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just got beat up so bad. Like,
how old is Chris Pine?
I think he's almost exactly my age.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not Chris Pine?
You know, his dad was in Chips. His dad was...
Oh, you can tell.
Robert
he does
Pine,
look like...
is his name.
Look like him.
His dad's in, a ton of stuff.
Is his dad the other cop? He's
No,
the lieutenant, I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of the third guy that you
And
probably
he
think
was
about
in-
when you think about Chips.
He was in other things, too.
Yeah,
his
a lot.
dad.
Even recently.
His dad is very familiar to me.
Yep. You'd know him as soon as you saw him. Lots of... Heck of a career. Old Robert Pine.
Oh, yeah. I totally know who that is.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to get to talking about the big cheerleading debut for your son, Owen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was great. I put the video up on my Facebook, I guess, at that Brando, if you want to find me. So he Owen made his cheerleading debut last night at the Powder Puff game. So he was the homecoming parade was first, and he was not in cheer mode yet. They were in their football jerseys, and he was with the student council, and then so he was in the parade, and Augie was in the parade too with his football team. So we got both kids in their football stuff, which was fun. And Augie had a good time in the parade. He didn't want to go. Like at the last second, he's like, "I don't want to be in the parade."
Oh.
Like, why? You don't have to. You just sit there and throw candy out. And he was like upset, didn't want to go to the parade. And then finally, I was just like, "You have to go." And so he went. And of course, he had a good time. But his favorite part of the parade was throwing out suckers, because he had a big bag of candy and all different types of candy. And he loved throwing the suckers because he claims he could throw a perfect spiral with a sucker.
I don't believe it.
I'm not sure if I believe it either. But
unless he thinks a spiral is like, whoop, whoop.
He said he was like whipping them at people. Like hitting kids left and right. So I'm like, well, maybe he's going to be a quarterback
you know
someday.
What? Similarly, I remember throwing beads out at some Mardi Gras parades. And those were the most fun things to throw.
Yeah. It can be fun.
Because you can really whip
them.
You know.
And it's amazing how accurate you can get with those beads after about halfway through the old Mardi Gras parade. So after the parade was over, then we had to go over to the high school for the Powder Puff game, and so then Owen had to get his stuff on. So I was really proud of the freshman class because it's all guys, the football players or whatever that are cheering, and they went and got purple tutus because they all wear their class color, and their class color is purple, and hair bows. And none of the other cheerleading classes, they were just wearing whatever their color was, their t-shirt, and that was it. I'm like,
they didn't lean into it.
They were like, well, we're not gonna wear the stupid girl stuff.
I wonder if they'll do the same thing next year after seeing the rest.
I hope that they do, because they still have
They're
all the
embracing
tutus.
it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like they got any points for that because it's a competition.
They may wear bows like them.
No, none of them. So the juniors ended up winning the cheerleading competition for
between the different classes.
Based, I guess, just on their performance.
Was it good?
Let's be honest, none of the performances are very good.
And what year is Stallone at that school? Based on your impression.
None of
the girls want to walk in there. That's a little Sylvester Stallone, didn't it? But you know how guys are like, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna wear a tutu or whatever.
You're diseased.
So I don't know. I felt like they got robbed a little bit, even though their performance wasn't.
They should have gotten some points for that, though.
If you would have seen the other performances, you'd be like, well, really, what are we looking for here? None of it's great.
Who are the judges? Who's
I
on the
don't know.
panel?
I'm some celebrity panel of, cheerleading coaches or whatever, I'm assuming. I would hope. Not just students.
The ladies from DCC.
Dallas Cowboys? No, I don't think they were in town for
Why
that.
not? That would be a good thing.
They're tough but fair, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no kidding.
The weatherman from
Oh, yeah. I haven't even seen the documentary, and I know what you're talking about.
all weathermen from the area.
that would have been awesome.
That annoyed me so much.
Yeah, his eyes are a little too close together. I don't know if he's got what it
No,
takes.
I just don't think the splits. I don't think she's doing the splits the way that she should be doing. Shut up, weather guy. Get out of here, you pervert. Anyway, so they perform. So they cheer on the sidelines, and then they did the little performance in between the games, and it was good. And he looked great. I don't know if you can't really see from the video, but he had like a high pony. And his hair,
You could not tell.
Such long hair.
It just looked like he had it slicked back.
Yeah, but
You think that was slicked back?
No, that's pushed
No,
back.
Pushed back.
I'm sorry.
We're doing a thing.
Oh.
But he had a bow, like one of the cheerleaders, like big orange bows in his hair behind him, and you could just see him a mile away. So in the video, you can clearly see where Owen is the whole time because he's got this big orange bow, and he was the only one that had long hair. So he had his hair like pulled up in a ponytail, and it looked pretty amazing.
Was he like, man, I can really pull off a pony?
He did not want to do the ponytail. He was like, oh.
But once he saw it, was he like, this is quite a ponytail?
I just basically said, you have to do this. I said, do you want to win this? Do you want to be the funniest? Do you want to get the biggest laughs?
Yeah.
You got to put your hair in a high pony.
How was it? How were his cheerleading moves? Was he
I think they were spirited.
Yeah.
You could tell. I think I sent the
Anybody
picture.
do any
Tim
stag?
pointed out there was charisma. You could feel the charisma coming through.
Absolutely.
Maybe do any stag jumps or
What's that?
They did.
That's the one like this.
Oh.
No, not that. They did like the sidekick thing. I think.
What's a sidekick?
Like the.
It's my specialty.
There's like one leg goes one way. I don't know what they're called.
Fan kick?
You could
Is it like
say
this?
anything, and no, that's not what it is. So you jump really high, but they didn't jump very high.
Oh,
But they
split
did-
jump?
Sure. And they did like a leapfrog thing. So Owen would stand there, and then the one guy would run from behind him, and then like jump up on his shoulders and jump over him. Which I don't know if you know this or not, but Owen is incredibly tall, so that's quite a feat
Oh yeah.
to jump over him
I
standing.
saw some somersaults.
Yeah, he did like a somersault. He said he was going to do a cartwheel, but
Cartwheels they're not easy.
I think he chickened out at the last second and went with the somersault. But overall, it was a good time. Freshmen lost their first game. They got blown out pretty good in the first game. And then the second game, they went into overtime, which was pretty exciting. And unfortunately lost in overtime.
The girls.
To the sophomores. Yes, the ladies.
Well, what a night. And the weather was perfect.
I mean, you couldn't have got a better evening. I remember homecoming parades in the past being really hot. We were like, oh, no, that's not good.
Where was Aaron the whole time? Was he
He had
even
to
there?
work.
Oh.
But he actually came to the Powder Puff game late. So he did get there.
So
at the end.
he came by.
On his own. We didn't even know he was there until he got home. He's like, I was there. That's Aaron's voice. Yeah, he showed up and watched them.
All right. Well, what about you, Tim?
Everything's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Let's have a report.
I wanted to tell you about my new jeans from Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you about those?
Yeah, you sure can.
So I was stressed when I got there because I was like trying to get a haircut, which I still haven't gotten for these Vegas shows because then the Nate taping. So you're in the casino, we were in the Venetian, and there's all these fancy stores, right? So
Yes.
cruising through. I sent you guys a picture of the Mont Blanc store.
Yeah.
Also, the Eagles weren't in town. Do you know that?
Yeah, they're at the Sphere.
We're at the
Oh,
Sphere.
how exciting for you.
Your favorite band.
So everybody, especially these retail people trying to engage, are you going to the Eagles show? And I just have such an aversion. I would go, no, and like insult everybody around me.
I did a similar thing in Vegas with, what's that comic that is not very funny? He was on SNL years ago.
Oh.
Nobody really knew who he was. He married a really young person.
Oh, Jay Moore.
No.
Oh. I was really confident there.
You got to be careful how you answer that question.
Oh.
He's a comic. He's terrible.
He was a cast
Hate
member?
him. Not funny at
No,
all.
he was like a host, and everybody's like, "Who is this?"
Dane Cook?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's like, "Are you going to Dane Cook?" And I was like, "No, you want these tickets?" Because I had all these free tickets for the TBS Comedy Festival.
Oh.
And I was like, "No." I was the same way.
I did that all week. So I go into all these spots, and there's this, it's that 7 for All Mankind jeans store. Are you familiar? So I was like, okay, good. This will be good. Man, those jeans are real expensive. But this crew there, they're really good at getting you to buy jeans. So they're bringing me some to try on, and they're like, I'm like, I don't know, are they too tight? And they're like, no, you've just got those muscular thighs. And I'm like, yeah, you make a good
You're
point.
right. You nailed me.
They'd all come through and
They
be
say
like,
anything about your
"Those look
calves?"
so good. Yeah, they got into the calves too. They were, they just compliments raining down, and it's like a whole team approach. And I'm a sucker for it. And then there's other people. There's other people trying stuff on, and she's like, "Are you going to the Eagles show?" And I go, "No." I'm like, "But I need." Oh, and this is why I came up. I said, "Hey, how quick can you do alterations? Ideally, I'd be wearing these tonight."
Because you have shorter legs.
No, I don't.
What?
You're real long trunk, though.
You're a short leg guy?
No, man, my legs are.
I didn't know this.
I got a totally normal inseam.
All right.
And you're able to just work amongst the
Did they
rest of
say
us.
anything about your short legs?
No, but when you buy jeans from a place like that, they're all typically long, and then you alter them.
Oh,
That has
so I
nothing
was
to do-
right about
It
them
is.
being
I've
long.
never had that problem of buying jeans.
What?
They're typically the right size.
Yeah.
But I guess
Let me
you're
see.
if you're a short legger,
No, because you. Never mind. All right,
this is a whole new thing.
I got it. So,
I'm scrapping everything I was planning on doing today. This
I'm
is
like,
all
oh,
about short legs.
I'm like, I have a show. I got to wear them tonight, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I go, "I'm opening for Nikki Glaser
Yeah.
and David Spade," and they're like, "Oh," and I could tell there wasn't like a lot of recognition, but also.
but they're throwing out the Eagles.
But they were
know
throwing out the
something.
but the Eagles. It was just omnipresent when you were out there.
everywhere.
So I'm trying on all these jeans. They're bringing, and then they start bringing me jackets and all this stuff, and and I'm like, this is
Like,
out of
get this
control.
out
But
of here.
these jeans are.
How are the jackets?
These jeans are fine. And at one point, they were cool, but it was not me. You guys would have been like, "What are you wearing?" Like they were cool, but just not my. It
was like
style.
when they give somebody a makeover in 80s movies, the guy,
Totally.
and they have like jackets with straps all over
Yes.
them. And it's like,
Yes.
who's dressing like that?
Your first time on Leno or something. You see those videos of comics where like, what was I wearing?
Yeah.
So these women, they're just raining down compliments. At one time, I come out to show them the jeans, and they're like, "Yeah, try the other ones." And then I accidentally step into the wrong, almost through the curtain of the wrong dressing room, and somebody else, another woman was in there. And before I do, I realize it, and they realize it. And I go, oh, sorry. Didn't
Oh
go in there.
my gosh.
Step into mine, and then the woman reaches over and goes, "Don't worry, he's really cute." Like it would have been okay. I
Like
was all
he's
right.
cute, so he's okay to see you.
Yeah.
Pantsless.
If he was ugly, this would be a problem.
Charge
We
into
call
your-
security.
Yes.
He looks like a more handsome Chris Pine with short legs.
No, I think the legs are about the same size.
All right. So I buy the jeans and I'm like, all right, this is as good as it's going to get. And they were so expensive. And I just felt sick about it. They were $275.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like, I'm in Vegas,
You're
and then
in
I'm doing
Vegas.
this
I'm hoping you're getting compensated for being there.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're just like, whatever.
For sure. And it was, I wanted to look good on the stage, wanted to look good for the shooting and stuff on Monday. So I get them. So then I find that there's an AG store. and
Which
that's
is
kind
your-
of my
your
preferred
go-to.
brand. So I go over there, and there's just the actual jeans are great. This guy's cool, helping me out. And there's a sale going on, and everything in there is like $140. And I'm like, oh, well, this is what I have to do. So
You've already bought the expensive ones?
but I'm like, I think I can take them back. But I'm terrified to take them back because these women, everyone was involved. Oh, I forgot the part where, so the woman in the dressing room I almost barged in on, she goes, who is he opening for? And the gal working goes, he's opening for Kevin Spade. I really wanted to go. And then as I'm checking out, she's kind of hitting me. She goes, yeah, really, my boyfriend and I wanted to go to, Kevin Spade, but we couldn't. And I'm like, you can't even say his name. I'm not going to.
Yeah, no. I'm not bending over backwards.
You know, I've always been a big Kevin Spade fan.
But they were like real invested. So I buy the AGs and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to wait till tomorrow to take these other ones back and hope it's a different shift. So I'm scoping out.
So you're now 2 pair of jeans in.
2 pair of jeans in. Yeah. So the show happens that night and I wear the AGs, Yeah, they're a little long. They need a little alteration. But they get the job done. So I do not have short legs. So anyway.
You know, whenever you buy pants, they're always a little too long, right? Everyone knows that, right?
Typically in those stores, and some of this was explained to me, they only, just for inventory's sake, they only carry long lengths, inseams, and then you alter them. Because otherwise, think about how much inventory they'd have to carry.
That's true, yeah.
So they err on the long side.
I'm always getting
So if you have
my
perfectly...
jeans altered.
All right, let's
So
get
if you
back.
have
Can we get back to...
So if you have perfectly normal size legs, you're still going to need to get them altered.
All right.
So the next day,
Call me Long Legs Brando, apparently.
long legs skeet. So Saturday rolls around, and I'm like, I got to take this back. But I have formed relationships with 3 of these workers inside this place. They're all invested in these jeans. And
They love you almost as much as they love
And you
Kevin
don't-
Spade.
And you don't love them.
Well,
No,
I think he does now.
They were fun. I mean,
They're being real nice.
We had a lot of laughs. It was like innocent and
No,
it was,
I mean, you don't love the jeans.
they were fine, but
But
they
are
were
they-
$275.
Okay, I'm just saying, were they like the best jeans you've ever worn?
They weren't. They would have got the job done, but the AGs I liked
They
better.
work
and
better
were,
on
and
you.
were over $100 cheaper. I'm texting, by the way, May's brother the whole time because he's was in the jeans game for a long
He's a
time. He was
jeansman?
an AG guy, yeah. And I'm and so he's weighing in anyway. So the next
is a
day,
weird story.
I'm scoping out the 7 for All
'Cause you don't
Mankind
wanna go
store.
in there
'Cause I
if
don't
they're
wanna-
all there.
Yeah, and I'm hoping there's a shift change. And Jackie's friends who I was with had convinced me that like, yeah, it's gonna be all new people Friday to Saturday. You're fine. You got to take those things back. And I don't know that there was a store here in town. Otherwise, I gladly would have flown them back to St. Louis.
I'm not familiar with one. I
exchange
know
from
they
here.
sell them at like Nordstrom and
Yeah,
those places.
but I'm not eating that much money, And I don't think these jeans are all that special. So I scope out and there's all dudes working, and I'm like, all right, cool, all new people, it's fine. I go up, I get the jeans. Yeah, I spent a little time in the Mont Blanc store. Don't worry about it. I go
assumed.
up, I get the jeans, I come in, and the first gal who meets me is one of them, and she goes, oh, and I'm like, yeah, and she goes, they didn't work, and I go, I didn't even wear them. I go, I fell in love with some AGs. They really spoke to me. And she goes, okay, and she looks at the receipt, and it's her name. She goes, bummer, and I kind of feel bad. And then from the back, 2 of them come out, and they go, Tim, what happened?
Oh my God.
And like from the back of the store in the middle of the whole thing, like I go, I'm sorry, I didn't even wear them. I found some other ones, and then I kind of got into, it would have been worse if I wore them. At least I didn't wear these guys. They were very disappointed.
Well,
Were
yeah,
they?
worked it, man.
They at the end they finally, because I like my heart's beating fast.
Yeah,
and, like, I let all
you
these
let them
people
down. Especially, do they get a commission?
for sure.
Do you work
at
on
least,
commission?
At least the first
Big
one.
mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
At
bump.
least the first one. Yeah, but then
I told him he had long legs.
your ties. You got those
I told
muscular
him they
ties.
just make them long.
So in the end, I had the right pants, but I ended some relationships.
I know. Gosh, that
Yeah.
the pressure.
I know.
I know that. I know you're a pleaser. Like,
Totally.
yeah.
I know.
You don't want to let
bad.
people down.
I know.
Except for Brand. You know. Sometimes you let me and Brando down.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'd be here, if my legs weren't so short, I could get here on
Well,
time more
now I
often.
know.
Slows me
Now
down.
there's an excuse.
Uh-huh.
I'm clearly dealing with something.
what it
You
is.
need to get a sticker for your license plate so you can park a little closer.
All right, we gotta get on with the show. I had a whole story, but there's no kind of time anymore.
I'm
I
sorry.
feel terrible that I told my story. That was wonderful.
I know.
I had nothing.
It was very much. No, mine's nothing in comparison to that saga, and that was a saga, folks.
The Courtney Show.
It's time for Court. Court has
Presentation.
All rise. This court with the Honorable Judge Van Landrum presiding is now in session.
Please be seated. We have our friend Jim Flanagan in studio with us, so you get to be a jury member as well.
Wow.
For little
This is official. You have a gavel?
I have a gavel. It's
I
got,
am
my,
Got our name on it.
it's got my name engraved on it.
Oh my gosh, that is
Yes.
your gavel.
You'll find we're all really more just like glorified bailiffs. We don't really get to. It comes down to what Courtney thinks.
You can try to sway the decision.
I mean, everybody's usually guilty. All right, we're going to start. We have two friends' problems that we're going to weigh in on. So the first one is, this was on somebody's TikTok, and a lot of people weighed in. So on this woman's TikTok, she said that her friends made a dinner reservation and told her it was for 8 p.m. when it was actually for 8:30. In other words, they knew the friend is habitually late, and she's always late. So they lied to her and told her it was 8 o'clock. She showed up at 8:22, and the hostess said she was the first to arrive. So she wants to know, is it okay to do that, or are they just shaming me for being late, and it's their own little private joke and they're making fun of me?
I'll take this one.
Yes, you really should.
People do this to me.
Do they? It's been done to me in the past.
People do this to me fairly often, and I'll be honest, I respect it.
Yeah. Don't mind.
I don't. I mean, because if I arrive a full 30 minutes early, then I can complain.
Boy.
If I am late, then I've completely validated why they
8:22.
said, yeah.
That's
so
what time somebody for an 8:30 would get there.
in my mind, if I'm there at 8:22 and it turns out that things at 8:30, everybody wins.
Yes.
Because that feeling, it's so rare for me that I'm early for something. It is such a glorious feeling, and I don't know it. And I've read all kinds of stuff on habitual lateness, and people think you're like a terrible person, and you're not necessarily. But there's just different things. And so
the more time you have, the more time. Like when I have a ton of time,
I'm going to be later.
yes. Because I'm like, I've got all the time in the world. Ooh, I
Yes.
think I'll paint my nails.
Yep.
Which is something I don't do, but I've got all this time.
You start doing something that you can't just walk away from.
Yes.
I feel only relief in that situation where it turns out they lied. The thing doesn't start till
I wouldn't like it. I get Lutman time thrown at me every now and again, and I don't think it's fair because I think I'm on time. The problem is the people that I live with, mainly the smaller ones, but all of them, they make me late for stuff. So, but I just tell me what time it's supposed to be. If I'm late, I'm late.
I do this to my family all of the time.
You do?
I do. If I make a reservation, if we're going to dinner at 8, I'll tell my mom 7:30 and my brother 7. And then I'll stroll in about 8:10, and I'll be the first one there for the reservation. And I'm still mad. I'm still angry the whole time. And people are like, aren't they going to get mad? I'm like, call me on it. Find out. Like, they'd have to be here on time to know that I'm even doing this to them.
Yeah.
So they're pretty bad.
They are habitually late. Yeah. And it is, to a point where I'll just be sitting in a restaurant by myself, just like waiting for them for a while. Like, no, I have a family. I promise they'll be here. So I had to start doing it. I'm all for this.
I don't think it's if this is who you are, you should not get mad about it.
Sure.
If you do it to somebody, if you put it into practice and it turns out that they're early, they're on time for that first one, then you can't do it to them anymore.
Correct.
But if you do it and you validate it by showing up late, then that's just your new policy and it's okay.
I was on the phone with my mom last Friday, and I guess it was like 10:30 I was talking to her, 10:30 a.m. And I said she was waiting for her friend to pick her up because they were going to go visit our cousin. A bunch of information you don't need to know. And I go, what time is she supposed to be there? She goes, 10:30. I go, well, it's 10:30 now. She goes, she's always 30 minutes late. At 11 o'clock, we talked for 30 minutes. She's like, oh, she's here. She is exactly 30 minutes late every single time. So my mom wasn't like, I can't talk. She's like, yeah, we've got 30 minutes to chat for a while.
I will say there are people in my life who it's happened enough with that I'm aware that they build in that time.
So now you game the system.
That's not good either.
And I subconsciously know, and Greg is one of those people where I'm like, he knows what he's dealing with, so there's a little buffer. And then subconsciously, I'll take advantage of that buffer.
Now he's got to up the time. I can tell you an hour earlier.
I've gotten so much better with my time management. I have no reason. There's no reason for me to ever be late.
How did you improve?
Nick.
Oh.
He's made me better.
We all need a Nick.
And golf tee times have made me better.
Oh,
that makes sense. You can't be late.
And honestly, getting my hair cut shorter has helped me.
Well, sure.
It's not as much to deal
just
with.
less to deal with?
Yes. So a couple things. If you're habitually
I would
late,
have guessed haircut.
get your hair cut,
Get a
start
Nick.
playing golf, or Nick is available
Get a Nick.
to make you a little better. And if we are running behind, he drives like we're running behind. So he knows I don't want that running behind driving.
Oh,
Where he
you're
is.
freaking out.
Yes. Like, let's calm down. Let's just chill.
I'll game the GPS though. Like if I need to be there at 8:30 and it says I'll be there at 8:35, I'm like, oh, that's okay because we're gonna make up the 5 minutes.
Make up 5?
Oh, yeah.
I only get about 2.
Oh, really?
2 minutes.
Oh.
I can.
You stop at red lights, don't you? See, that's a problem when you're making up time.
What was I thinking?
Come on, Brando.
That's a perfect place to get out. Court guilty.
Guilty.
Hi, I'm Mark Cantor. My law firm is Cantor Injury Law. Honor, integrity, loyalty, faith, and family are the principles and the foundation of Cantor Injury Law, and why we get justice for the injured and can win you the big bucks. If you have been in a car accident, truck accident, boating, or ATV crash, or even had a dog bite, please call Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999. There is no fee unless you win. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
Oh, hey, this is Tom from Salt and Smoke. I like this podcast because it's made by real people who bring their own take on what's doing. Makes my day a little nicer to hear them talk. That's kind of what we try to do at Salt and Smoke. Real food from scratch, made the way we think is best to make your day have a little more flavor. Find your bestie at saltandsmokebbq.com. Oh, and Chris isn't that funny.
The Courtney Show.
It's finally Friday. Time for Brando to sing a song.
Brando in with another original with previously recorded music.
Yeah, not really original.
Original
The
lyrics.
stuff that I'm doing is original.
You're the Elton John.
Easy.
Wasn't
No,
he the...
He's the Bernie.
Okay.
Oh, the Bernie Taupin. Yeah, Bernie
Okay,
wrote the
I
words.
can always confuse it.
I need an Elton in my life. And I don't have
could
one.
use an Elton.
So, Chris, you're back. You've missed a couple weeks of Finally Friday songs.
What was one last week?
I don't know.
I do. Was it the
Yeah.
popcorn with the tongue?
No, I think that was the week before.
Oh, okay, because I remember that was very funny. Oh, it was good.
I just
Isn't it a shame that in the moment we're like, man, that was awesome, and then 6 days later we don't remember?
I don't ever remember.
What was it last week?
Somebody will text in.
Hold on. 5, 3, 4.
And we haven't got a text yet.
It was
Well, we're
Warm
delayed.
Pants. It was a song about my pants.
Oh, yeah, he wore fleece-lined pants all last week, and it changed his life.
Oh, it's Bowie.
I bought 2 pairs of these fleece-lined pants.
You wore them in the
And
studio?
I've just been wearing them every day. I just
when it was
alternate the
freezing.
same pair.
It was so cold outside.
It was so cold, and these pants are the greatest thing ever.
Where'd
So
you-
I'm wearing them today.
Did you get them at Rural King?
No, I got them at Costco. They're Orvis, though.
They're
nice.
Orvis.
Ooh, Orvis.
$25 for these Orvis.
$25?
Yes, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You want them, don't you?
For that price.
No, but are you
that
wearing them
price.
right now?
Yeah, check them. Look at these. They look like just look like pants.
Oh, yeah, those look good.
I don't look like I'm wearing pajamas, but it feels like it. Feels like I'm wearing fleecy jammies. So today's song is also about my fleece-lined pants. Just 2
Part
weeks
two.
in a row.
Part 2.
Yeah, I got to do another one about it. No, that's not what we're doing today. This week, I don't know. This has been a topic discussed almost every day this week, including today. So it's perfect for Chris to show up because I don't even have to explain why this is the Finally Friday song for the week. So it's a popular topic. I think you'll figure it out. Has to do with the weather. Here we go. Ozzy, too, by the way. I look through the window and I can't see the sky.
It's great, Ozzy.
Oh.
It's really good.
Perpetual darkness is something in my eyes.
He sounds great.
It's not safe to fly, planes sitting all over the tarmac. Not sure we deserve this Mother Nature attack. This Ford Clio.
Oh my God.
Still here today. This Ford Clio's echo.
Nice.
About the fog.
I mean, that was quite a vocal performance.
Thank you very much.
You know, obviously Brando can do it all, but there's a few
That
types of songs
I agree.
that are just perfect in his wheelhouse. And I think this
That's
is
not it.
No,
it was.
I was like, that one felt awesome.
A lot of
Great
back
job.
roads singing
It was
that song
good.
a
It was
million times over. So.
Really fine, finally Friday song
Thank you
by
very much. Yeah. Sorry about the fog,
birthday boy
everybody.
Brando.
It hit me. Got me.
I know, you okay?
Got you a little scared.
It gets you here.
You can take a little break.
Shivering a little bit.
The Courtney Show.
Tuesday tidbits. Tuesday tidbits.
Greg Warren's hanging out with us. He had quite a long day yesterday. This isn't really a tidbit, but you drove to and came home from
Paducah, Kentucky.
So you went to Paducah yesterday
Yeah.
and then drove straight home.
Yep. Yeah, and it was a lot of traffic.
Oh, I can imagine.
It was should have been a 3-hour trip. It was a 5-hour trip.
Oh, so it just... Wait, why did you go to Kentucky?
We did Nate's podcast broadcasted from the Path of Totality.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were like on the 50-yard line of some high school football field.
Oh, that's awesome.
And, Nate, of course, had it all set up. Nate, there was...
Was there
Oh, yeah.
crowds and stuff?
No, it was like just us. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because if
cool.
people got wind that you guys were there, they would have probably wanted to.
People got wind that Nate was there. They probably, yeah.
Well, I mean-
I don't think.
I said you guys.
Yeah.
Use
Thank you.
guys.
I appreciate you doing that. Yeah. I mean, we could say it over the air right now that I'll be in Paducah, Kentucky in a week or something, and I don't think anybody's showing up.
Oh, I think they would.
Maybe if you're in the middle of a football field, though, they want to see what's going on.
Yeah, and then for some video content, we all ran the 40.
Did you?
No way.
And it was,
Did you hurt yourself?
I can't believe you did
why
it.
would you ask that? Why, I mean,
If I ran a 40 right now,
I was sure I was going to hurt myself. I didn't. I stretched a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, we timed the 40s, and they were all real pathetic. But I got the...
anybody getting the sixes?
We were all in the sixes. I think Nate had the fastest. I was second fastest. And then I think Bates, then John Christ, and then Aaron Weber.
You were second fastest?
Yeah,
Way to go.
but then
That's
Chris,
pretty good.
Chris actually he raced his girlfriend after that, and he beat all of us. Like he was like,
he was
trying to warm
loafing
up. Yeah. So he looks like a guy that he's tall. He looks like a guy that would be able to run.
Got a
fast.
longer stride.
Yeah,
Takes
much
3
longer.
steps and he's done.
Yeah, and
Are you feeling it today?
no, it was okay.
Well, it's weird. Like, if you don't full out sprint in a long time,
Yeah.
I saw a stat that was like, people, like 95% of people over 35 never sprint again in their entire lives.
How do you get to the rental car shuttle then?
wow.
Yeah.
You got to keep that in your back pocket.
I sprint every now and then.
I am way more interested in this than in my tidbits, but
We
Hey,
can
just
make this
an
tidbits
aside.
today.
That Tuesday Tidbits song, it sounds familiar. Is it?
No, it's completely unique.
original.
I don't have anything
You
else
never had that
that's-
with any other segment.
sounds
no,
like
not
it
even
at
the
all.
last segment
Okay.
that we
No,
did
no,
right
no.
before this.
Yeah, no, they're completely
I need to think
different
ahead
songs.
when I plan the log to make sure they're separated.
It
but
just feels, and I'm not.
I know you're not one to.
No, when you say something, I take it face value. But I'm just saying.
Well, all we have to say is Kool and the Gang stumbled onto a formula that worked.
for the segments that we have titles to.
Yeah, and I glommed onto their formula.
Yeah, we've had 3 now.
And it sounds
3
How you
different
gonna
segments.
do it if you really don't
Similar.
want to dance?
Get your back up off the floor.
Tell me.
Remember the whole version? I found that. That's
Yeah,
one
that
of,
was so great, man.
Was it COVID Quick Hits?
COVID Quick
Yeah,
Hits,
that
the
was
full version. It was
yeah.
it was a gift. It was a gift from Brando to me, and it's still one of my favorite songs.
All right, so some tidbits today. Does anybody have any Eclipse tidbits?
Sure.
I didn't go in that direction.
No, I just think my best
I'm like, it's
things
done.
were Eclipse.
If I don't have to hear the word totality again for another few years, I'll be happy.
It's gonna be
Did
a
you
while.
know that Christopher Columbus, back in the 1500s, he landed in Jamaica, and he didn't mean to land there, and they were stranded, and they didn't have any supplies, and the natives were really good to him for a while. They took care of him and his men for a while. Then they got sick of Columbus and his men, and they didn't feed him anymore. And Columbus knew there was going to be an eclipse, and the eclipse happened, and he told them that was
so
God's...
they thought he was...
He said that was God's way of punishing you for not feeding me, and they started feeding him again.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
At Columbus.
It's crafty.
Not a good guy.
Give him 2 days.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're that clever.
Yeah.
Give him another day.
Or just give him his day back.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about some other tidbits then. That's a good tidbit. Thank you, Greg.
Very good.
These have nothing to do with the eclipse. These are just things that I've collected through
Well,
the
that's
weeks.
kind of the theme of the Tuesday
Right.
tidbits. Yeah.
What do you guys think, was the first #1 hit in the U.S. by a German-speaking artist?
Falco?
No.
David Hasselhoff?
Rock Me Amadeus.
No, Falco. You
Yeah.
got it.
Falco,
Right.
you got it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow, way to go.
But I would have guessed Nana.
Luft balloons.
Yeah.
Luft
99
balloons.
Luft Balloons.
I would have thought the Scorpions had a
She got
#1 hit.
close. She got close, but Rock Me Amadeus was the first #1 hit. Luft Balloons peaked at #2. I'll never forget my brother and I got in a little bit of fist fight over 99 Luft Balloons
Why?
in the
Really?
car because I wanted to hear it and he didn't, and he kept changing the channel.
What did he want to
And then I turned it back. Not that song. He just didn't want to hear that song.
Didn't care for it?
Well, the German version, can't really sing along to that one.
It's tough.
Yeah. And there was some punches were thrown.
Hey, is Falco and Der Kommissar, are they this...
I don't.
Are
After
they
the Fire.
related in any way? Or
After the
anything?
Fire was the band that did
Der Kommissar.
Der Kommissar, but I think they both did. But
Is there some sort of overlap there between
There's
Falco and
something
After the
confusing
Fire?
about it.
I have
Yeah.
a little more information about this same
Okay.
tidbit. The next German-speaking artist with #1 hit after you had those two. Well, Luft Balloons only hit 2. Milli Vanilli.
Oh, those guys are Robin Faber German?
Yes.
Or are the guys that actually sang the song?
No, just those guys. Just Milli Vanilli. They were the next German-speaking artist to have a
Milli Vanilli.
#1 song. What if that was? It is my friend.
Was it Blame It on the Rain?
My friend Susan, it's her, I believe it was her first concert.
Oh, that's
not
sick.
fair.
Right?
Yeah.
What were they doing? Playing concerts and
They were
stuff?
at the Muni. That's where she saw them.
That's crazy.
Yes. It's
That's
crazy.
the best first concert I've ever heard.
Milli Vanilli,
Yeah.
you
It's
like it?
hilarious.
I think that's amazing.
It is a
Yeah.
good story.
That's a great
Man, what
story.
a bummer.
I think mine was George Thorogood.
It was?
Yeah.
Six Flags?
No, at the Keel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're bad to the bone.
I am bad.
And then I thought this was interesting. The original book that the students in Heathers, the original book they wanted where they'd underline like suicidal things in a book, it was supposed to be Catcher in the Rye. But they had to switch to Moby Dick when the producers could not get permission. So J.D. Salinger refused to let the movie use The Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, really?
So since Moby Dick was public domain, that's the book they used. Thought that was interesting.
Wow.
All right, what about you guys?
I have an amendment to your. What was the one we were talking about? The your Falco.
Yes.
So the question was, After the Fire, what's the relationship there? So After the Fire, I think is a UK band. They did an English language cover of Falco's song Der Kommissar.
Oh.
Falco did it first. He's Austrian. He did like the German version, and then After the Fire did their version. But I guess they did some German lyrics in it too, maybe, didn't they? Or am I making that up?
I don't know.
And I'm only thinking of the Falco version.
It's a great song.
It's a good song, no matter what.
All right, what do you
Let's
have,
do one more.
Brandon?
I'll do one more tip. Slash from Guns N' Roses helped fund the dinosaur exhibit at the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. That was interesting.
Really?
And I'll count the other one.
Like they don't have enough money?
Slash.
He like
Yeah,
stepped
what
up.
are they-
He's like, people are going to like this.
You know how there's 2 different shapes of butter?
Yes, I did this.
Oh my gosh, we talked about this.
Yeah.
did this?
Yes, because I
Yeah.
never knew it
Yeah,
until I read it. The big Because you
So
were
you know
just
what
in
they're called?
L.A. Yes.
The other
so the
Chicago-
main
it's like
manufacturer is in
Schaumburg or
Illinois. In Illinois, and then
The Elgin stick.
That's it.
And then the California one is called.
Wait. We just did this
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Isn't
I
that
was
crazy?
fascinated by this. I
Yeah.
had no
What are the
idea.
two sticks? I don't get it.
So
The
what?
Elgin stick. So this is the traditional one. It's called the
Yeah.
Elgin stick. It's the long one.
That's
Yeah.
what we buy here.
That's what we've
Yeah.
got here.
But then west of the Rocky Mountains, they buy one that's the short one called the
Butter pad,
no,
it's
not east, but
West.
and then his last name is Clapp,
Stubby.
the Western Stubby.
That's it.
Stubby.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's right. It's fascinating that most of those the sticks are supplied by Illinois.
Yeah, that place in Elgin, the dairies.
I didn't know there was a different butter that people would buy in different different states.
I just assumed it was wherever the grocery store I was in when I was in California, like that. They just happened to have that. I didn't realize, like, oh no, everywhere you go there, it's going to be this Western
Well,
Stubby.
you're like dairy lineage, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
come from a long line of
Dairyman.
dairymen.
You probably have strong.
I think it's called Derriers.
That's the out. Tuesday tidbits.
Tuesday tidbits. Tuesday tidbits.
The Courtney Show.
Greg Warren hanging out with us,
Hi, guys.
and you were eating those delicious pretzels
Yeah,
that
what
we
do
have
you
not
think?
mentioned yet. Stacy from Schnucks dropped us off a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And the Dots pretzels, the garlic parmesan,
Yeah.
we haven't talked about it yet in food court, but they're incredible.
Yeah.
They're the star so far. Of what
They're
we've
really,
tried.
really good. You like the cinnamon ones.
I do. And we have the original flavor at home.
And Guy Phillips is here too, as you just heard. Guy,
Hi.
people want an update on your body notes.
My body notes.
Your notes for your dermatologist.
Yes.
Oh, my body notes. Okay.
Go ahead and explain.
So I go to the dermatologist once a year. And whenever I go in, I usually don't see the dermatologist. I see the
Nurse practitioner?
Yeah, the practitioner.
Yeah.
And they're very good at what they do,
Didn't go to med school.
but it's not the doc.
It's not
Right?
true.
Well, this is
There's
happened
a
to
lot
me
of
more than once.
education.
You know,
Did
I
not
went
go to
into
med school.
I went in to see a guy about my spine, and you know this nurse
All right,
practitioner.
let's stay on task.
All right. Anyway,
You
I like
stumbled
where you're
into a
heading.
hot button topic for Greg over here.
Doctors.
No,
well,
I
that's
mean,
part of
I
his.
actually love
I
nurse
know.
practitioners.
I
I think
know,
they're
you
great.
really do.
But
So-
they don't like me.
No,
so-
it's because of your comedy bit.
okay. Thing under my nose.
Because he keeps notes because he can't remember.
Yeah.
To
Right.
add, so you have to keep notes.
Yeah.
Thing under your
Yeah,
nose.
Great thing on my arm.
What's under your nose?
I don't know. It was like right
lips.
here, right on the what do they call this? The filium. This thing.
I think
It's
that's
not there anymore.
I think that's a Patricia's thing.
Thank you.
On your arm?
Is that a rechargeable?
Yeah. 2 AA.
Bluish mark on face,
Where's that at?
like somewhere around in here. You see it?
I see a little thing. I
Little
wouldn't call
bluey
it
thing?
blue.
think it
I
went
wouldn't call
away.
it blue.
I don't know. It looks blue to me.
Yeah.
Under left eye. Left side.
What's under your left
I
eye?
don't know. That's why I'm making notes.
Let me see, guy.
Why do you see something under your left eye?
Yeah, under,
yeah, you
under
gotta-
my left eye.
Yeah.
There's a little thing right here.
Let me see.
It
guy.
keeps getting redder the more you push.
Huh?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, a little
What is it?
thing.
I think
Is
it's.
that
I think
always
it's good
been there?
looking.
I think my eye has to come out.
It's got character.
Left side next to my ear.
It's all face stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I can see. I don't do yellow lower right buttock. When's the last time you?
Let me take a look. Let me take a look.
Yeah, drop them.
All right, knuckles.
What's wrong?
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
I had this thing on my knuckles. They were. It was just. They're not. It's not there now, but it was before. Check scalp.
Oh, just in
Freeze
general.
off thing on waist. I have this.
You have a skin tag?
I have a skin
Yeah,
tag.
skin tags are.
But
it's a
it's
sign of old.
it doesn't hurt.
No, none of them do, but they're
Except
not.
when like I'm.
You pull it.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it,
it's like
Catch
just
it in
like
a zipper or
damn.
something. Yikes.
On left forearm and elbow.
What?
I don't know. there's something.
I
there.
got to be honest. From right here, guy, your whole left arm looks clean to me.
Thanks, Greg. Maybe I won't go.
It looks clean.
Next time you take
it's a beautiful, smooth skin.
He's got a really pretty pigment.
It's got a hue to it that says it's tan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next time you take an edible, add to this list.
What I'd give to have a left arm like Guy.
Well, melanin is inherited.
All right, what else?
Wart on left neck base. I don't. It's right
You
here.
know what? I think you should just put this up on a dating app and see who's interested.
Well, the thing is,
You're on my skin problems.
A lot of girls are into warts on left neck base.
Wart Lover 16.
You know what?
Just text it in.
You never know.
I'm out unless it's on the left side of the neck base.
Oh my God!
Anything else?
Well, there's some other stuff.
More private.
Is
it
R-rated? More private.
There's some other private areas.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Is it where you keep your keys?
Scrotally.
Is it close to where you keep your keys?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's funny. They tell you to strip down except for your underpants. Well, there's other stuff around there. Come on, check it out.
True, yeah, be brave.
Yeah.
The doctor would
Yes,
go for
the
that.
doctor. The nurse practitioner.
Like,
she's too cute for that.
Keep those undies on.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
Yeah, she didn't make enough money to have to do that.
But here's the deal.
Poor thing.
You have your spouse or your
Scrotally speaking.
or your significant other continually check your back.
You're right.
And,
I don't have anybody.
Well, take your shirt off. I'll take it off.
You can count on Cantor. Hi, I'm Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. Cantor Injury Law is local, and that's much different than the other lawyers you see advertising. You can count on Cantor to know you and your injury. Count on Cantor to know the law and how to maximize the money you win in your case. You can count on Cantor because we've been winning cases like yours for 30 years. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The Courtney Show.
Brando's.
And here we go. 39-year-old woman in Colorado. Her name's Crystal. She just found out she's running for president. She's not happy about it. She did not plan to run. She doesn't want to run, but she will be on the presidential ballot in Minnesota's primary, running as the Legal Marijuana Now Party candidate. She is a marijuana activist. She has run for political office before, so she, you would think she might be interested in this. But it happened because she used to be in the party's Facebook group, and the group got together and nominated her without her permission because they assumed that she would be cool with it. They're like, "Hey, you've done this before. Why would you not want to be president?" She's like, "I don't
be cool.
I don't want to be on this." The only way she found out...
Try this and then tell me.
The only way she found out is she had set a Google alert on her own name, and it popped up. She's like, what the hell? So they found out that in Minnesota, it is now too late to have her name removed. She could have said, I don't want to be a part of this, and they'd remove it from the ballot, but she didn't even know it was going to be on there. So now she's actively telling people not to vote for her.
I hope that means she wins.
I
know.
do too. That's so bizarre.
That would be great.
Sounds like a stoner comedy, right?
Yeah.
Like, what?
She thought she was just going to be a normal person. Then she was a president.
She's hitting the ball.
She was the president.
Whoa, guys, can you believe it? I'm president?
More like the greenhouse.
Yeah. The oldest person in America turns 116 years old next week.
That's too much.
And she wants us to come to her birthday party. Well, let's go. Her name's Edie Cesarelli. Her hometown is Willits, California. They're going to do a parade past her house. And if you could be there for the parade, you should. They want to have a big turnout.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's the oldest person in America.
How old?
116. Wow. She's the second oldest person in the world. There's a lady in Spain that turns 117 on March 14th. So I think we're all hoping that she dies. That's terrible. Who would... There's a woman in Arizona named Jolie. She recently tried to donate a kidney to her brother, Frank. Unfortunately, she was not a match, but it made her realize that, you can have a huge impact on someone's life with your healthy kidneys. If you've got a kidney and you're willing to do it, you can help somebody else. So she decided to donate it to whoever she was a match for. And so they found a match. That person ended up being a guy in Chicago named Tony Gonzalez. They turned out Tony's wife, so this is a guy in Chicago, she went and had her kidneys or whatever tested. She is a match for Frank.
No way.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So they're swapping kidneys.
How cool is that?
So the families have not met, or they just got to meet for the first time. It was a very emotional video
I
chat.
bet.
Wow. Yeah. So it's like, I read this, I had to read it 3 times. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm trying to follow. So Jolie, her brother, rather, he needed a kidney. So Frank got the kidney from the wife of the guy who got her kidney.
I understood it before you did that.
I'm trying to graph it out and made it worse.
I really did understand it. Now I'm more confused.
Well, I thought, because it's not, you want to think that it's husbands and wives.
No, but it's just the person.
But it's not.
Yes, she went to get tested for her family member.
Yeah.
She was not a match.
Right.
But she's like, I'm going to donate it. So if somebody comes up a match for me, and it was this guy, and then this guy's wife was a match for her relative.
For her relative. You did a really good job.
I really
Better than
didn't.
me.
I'm confused.
You remember that story, but the Christmas story about the guy who
The hair?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I do.
Watch.
It's the
hair in the watch.
It's not called that.
Yeah,
though. What
it is the story of the hair and the watch.
The hair
It's
of the
not.
watch.
The watch and the hair.
Because it's
You're
a
right.
sequel to the tortoise and the hare.
Yep.
What?
He
It's
goes
not.
on-
It's the Magi. The Gift of the Magi.
Gift of the Magi. I know that one.
Yes.
The gift of the hair?
tortoise and the hair.
What's the
mullet.
comb and the hair, right?
Hair? No, the hair and the watch.
No. It's a watch band and a brush.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And a tortoise.
I
the brush
remember
was, it had a tortoise shell handle.
Yeah. And it's got to be your bowl.
I thought it was the soap dish for the rubber ducky and something else.
What are we talking
That might have been Bert and Ernie's version of
Am I stoned?
the gift.
Are you running for office?
You should run for president.
In a lot of
Minnesota.
ways, you're already president.
We're all president, man. Universal Orlando Resort just revealed. By the way, today is Hell is Freezing Over Day.
No, not here.
Feels okay. So Universal Orlando, the resort, has revealed the first official look at one of 5 new lands that they have slated to open as part of its Universal Epic Universe Park. Too many universes.
I
in
love
titles.
Universal. There's people love Disney. I like Universal better. I'm more of a Universal fan.
What do you love about it?
It was the first park I went to where it was that crazy, like you felt like you were in a movie.
Listen,
Like instead of just a regular old amusement park ride,
yeah.
it was, I think their technology was really cool.
I think that's cool that you like it better. I didn't want to bring this up because it's not announced for a few weeks, but we're doing Punk Rock Universal in July.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really immersive
Which
experience.
ET song are you going to sing?
All of them.
So they're giving us some information into these new lands that they've got. It sounds like you'll be into this. So one is Celestial Park. So this is the one that they are opening first. Celestial Park. It's a land that embodies the literal park experience with lush living gardens, shimmering waterways, and stroll-worthy paths alongside astronomical and mythological inspired architecture. So it's like there's a water park. It's a big water park.
Okay.
Water features a lot of fountains and stuff. A lot of, like things that move with music
It's
and whatnot.
fountains.
It's lots of fountains. So that one sounds very cool. That's the first one that's going to be opened.
Okay.
And then the others that are coming, they announced Super Nintendo World, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, the
Yes.
Ministry of Magic,
Yes.
How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Dark Universe. So it's kids stuff, obviously Nintendo and Harry Potter and How to Train Your Dragon. But these could be really cool because if they are as immersive as you've said, Like you're going to have
It's so good.
dragons. These how to train your dragons. You'll have these giant dragons there. Nintendo, who knows? You'll be able to run the Mario stuff.
Oh,
and
they'll have some.
bang
it'll
your
be
head on the
cool.
bricks and all that stuff. so.
Even after all these years, that Back to the Future ride is so old. Like the technology is so much greater now, but it's still so cool. Mm-hmm. And then that Spider-Man ride is one of the coolest things.
I've never been. Never done it.
I've been not.
It's fantastic.
Really?
Fantastic. That's randos.
Very caring.
The Courtney Show.
It's time for a little misconnections. I like this look you got right now with the glasses on your nose.
I'm too cheap for bifocals. That's all I can tell you, Courtney Landrum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can't you get the glasses that have all of it in them? My sister has those.
They just cost more and I don't want to do it.
He likes this look instead.
Look at something. Professor, tell us more. All right, hit us with some misconnections. They're not as bountiful as they used to be, but there's still some that'll get you.
Yeah, like CWE grocery shopping. You were so serene and pretty, waiting at return. And later, when you first caught my eye, then how did you know about the pretty and serene from before? Right? I hope you see this. I was the guy who approached you when we briefly talked about avocados.
Oh, that's a clear sign.
Right? Sure enough is.
That's code.
Sure enough.
All right, here's another misconnection.
Nick says it's not new, several years old.
Oh, he's the barbecue guy. He's the pro.
Hey, Springfield and surrounding areas. Ooh, I hope they're talking about Springfield, Illinois, because that's the home of the horseshoe sandwich.
Damn
Hey,
right.
I digress. Hey, Springfield and surrounding areas. I'm looking to trade CDs.
What?
They have missed the point of missed connections, I believe there.
What is it? I think they're in the wrong part of
They clicked on the wrong thing.
Craigslist.
Right? Yeah, that's a couple clicks away.
Well, go there if you're wanting to also trade CDs with the Springfield
It's a
person.
hotbed.
Or maybe you head to Kirkwood and the Puzzle Warehouse.
Oh, no. Was Afton in Kirkwood recently?
Someone eyeballed her.
I saw you today, looking for puzzles. That's what you do there, right? You were tall, wearing glasses.
Afton's not tall.
But she's not
She's
short.
not short, but she's
This might be a little
glasses. Okay, what else?
And purple pants.
Afton had some, did you see her shoes yesterday?
I complimented them. They were great.
I don't know about the purple pants.
I think she could pull off some purple pants.
Same thing about big arms.
She doesn't
does
have
not say
big
that.
arms.
It's an expression, Lance. I'm not.
She uses the, yes,
You're
right.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
coaching technique for
Lance
running.
looked at me like,
what are you doing,
Are you
man?
saying she has big arms? What is wrong with you?
She's a running coach, and when kids run, we're like, what kind of tips do you give them? What kind of coaching do you give them? She's like, whenever they're running, I just go, big arms. So there goes the
So they really
Pump those arms.
it did not sound right.
I thought this segment had really changed since I last did it.
This is where we insult coworkers.
Hey, Puzzle Warehouse lady, we made eye contact a few times. I hope you see this. Afton, is this you? Did you write that, or did this person write that?
I wrote it.
Oh, okay. All right. Flight from Vegas. You were on the delayed late night from Vegas to the STL. I was the gentleman sitting across the aisle from each other.
What?
What are they facing each other
Say
like
it
a
one more-
train?
Say it one more time.
I got a diagram this one. I was the gentleman sitting across the aisle from each other, a row behind you. Oh, it gets more complicated. Oh, gosh.
You guys a shapeshifter.
Yeah, right? You had a tantalizing smile that I couldn't ignore. We made eye contact many times throughout the flight, but never conversed. I really wish we had. After the flight at baggage claim, I thought we may connect, but it just didn't work out. If you see this, please reply.
I feel like the eye contact thing gets misinterpreted.
I know. It's
as
like
someone's interested in you.
Like I'm
Well,
looking. I'm just have my eyes open.
Yeah, and if you keep staring at someone, they're going to look over and be like, what are you staring at? Why are you looking at me? And they're going to make eye contact, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're into you. They might be afraid of you.
Yeah, it could be like, hey, look at that guy across the aisle behind me a row back. What? I have no clue. Let's just say I was on the plane somewhere in your adjacent space.
Yeah, why does it have to be so specific?
Right. I was in row 16, seat D.
All right, brah.
All right. Hey, brah. All right, last one. Keeping the casino theme going. In St. Charles at Ameristar.
Oh.
Now, don't get upset because this is how it was written. You are a plus-size white female playing penny slots on the main floor.
I don't know if you need to say that.
Yeah, that's not going to reel them in.
No, because what if
Me
somebody...
or this guy?
This guy.
Okay.
Because
You're
what
doing
if
great.
this plus-size person is like, well, that's hurtful.
Yeah.
It's not a great way to start off a...
No.
Right. And he doubles down. You were wearing a large button-up shirt.
That is worse.
Yep.
Dude. It may be your thing and you're cool with it, but nobody wants...
Large, possibly extra large.
Might be why this guy is single.
There was barbecue sauce all down the front of it.
You've obviously been checking out that local Pappy's.
You want to connect sometime?
He would have been better off just saying, like, what she was wearing and what game she was playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you get a thesaurus, you know. You can make you can get a lot
This whole
done
thing.
with voluptuous. You
I
know?
don't even, it's better. You're right. It is better.
Your belt was leather, probably made from several cows.
It looks stressed.
Some may say husky.
Oh. Well, large shirt lady, I just could not keep staring at you. I can't explain it. I just wanted to talk
And
to
I
you.
can't explain it.
Well, I think I couldn't...
Because of the large clothing.
Couldn't stop staring at you is another shot at how big she is. Like anywhere.
I couldn't see
There you
around
go.
you.
So he has thrice he's triple downed.
Yes.
Yeah, this is not,
Tripled down. Okay.
This is not going to work for him.
No, but there's a little more.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk to you, but I lost my nerve. If you happen to have noticed my stares, I'd like to talk and maybe play slots together with you. I was the guy trying to play the slots near you, the guy in my mid-70s.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy.
Way to go, septuagenarian.
Lance Hildebrand, some misconnections.
The Courtney Show.
It's finally Friday. Time for Brando to sing a song.
All right, it's time. You missed him last week. He's back this week. He wrote this on the sidelines of a football game in Jerseyville, Illinois. That's where all this magic came from.
I'll say it in the liner notes on my CD someday. Yeah, I got a song for you about something we talked about this week. And I just want to jump right into it because it has to happen. Sorry, it just has to happen. So here we go. Kept up my secret for many days, hoping it was a fluke or just a phase. 6 feet below me, too close in fact. Don't call me stumpy, I say I'm just compact. Things they say, they start to sting. Hurdles and layups were never my thing. Jeans and khakis don't fit me right. I have to get them tailored to adjust for my height. I am a short-legged man. I am a short-legged man. I'm closer to the ground. Might have to help me down. I am a short-legged man. Sorry, just sometimes these things just write themselves.
Strong.
It was
Inspiration
strong.
hits.
Really
You're like,
strong.
It was in, boom, and out.
I
boom.
have to do this.
Bad topic, but it was strong.
Wheel of Questions!
Bring in the wheel.
Bring in the wheel!
All right, well, it's making its way in. I want to tell you, there are so many Jan's hallmarks.
Never heard that before in my
Jan's
life.
doing well.
There is one in St. Charles, Chesterfield, Baldwin, De Pere, Fenton, Columbia, Illinois, Alton, Illinois, Shiloh, Illinois, Edwardsville, And then there are 2 Vans hallmarks. I wonder if Van was like, well, I'm going to try to
open one.
Poach off of Jan's
people
good
aren't gonna
name.
notice that it's Van and not Jan.
Unless that's a typo, there's one in Maryland Heights and one in St. Louis.
Maybe that's her ex-husband.
But there are a lot. That's a lot of Jan's hallmarks.
Who's this Jan?
All right, give her a spin there. What is the weirdest place that you were asked for a tip?
Asked.
Because I have a few that I wrote down from this question. That's why I put it up there. Somebody was asked for a tip at a dermatologist's office.
No really?
An oil change place. And then buying gaming cards at like a
GameStop or something?
No, like a
a casino thing?
Dave & Buster's.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah,
I've never had.
That's silly.
Yeah, like I'm buying cards to play games. No.
I remember this because Chris brought it up, so I really give Chris the credit. But
the airport thing.
Yes, I had the same thing happen at one of those airport little convenience stores where there's no one working, and you just pay. You go in and pay for everything yourself. And it said tip. I was like, looking around, like, well, who am I tipping?
That's terrible.
But like a dermatologist, I can't imagine. It's a doctor.
Yeah.
Are you tipping the dermatologist? That is crazy.
I'm just telling you what I saw people say.
I've always wondered, like, whenever it's a nurse or a doctor, should I tip? Because I don't always know the tipping rules.
No, you don't tip
medical staff.
Yeah, professionals.
No, you don't. Remember?
Has anyone in your life?
We've talked about it.
I don't feel like this has ever been discussed before.
Anyone in your life ever?
Yeah, you know it. What about the wedding dress and homecoming prom dress thing?
Oh yeah, that was bad too.
That's crazy.
That was a great discussion.
I don't personally have anything.
I don't have anything
the same
either.
Stuff.
Just the stories I've heard from other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give her a spin. What is the weirdest thing you keep in your wallet? I do not have a wallet anymore.
do I still have it in here?
Because I have lots of weird stuff in my wallet. I can tell you that right now.
I think I got a good one, if it's still here.
I'm looking at let's see what I've got in my side pocket that acts as a wallet now. I do have a keychain, a Keishi keychain for a friend of mine's father that's a big fan. Look at this thing. That's cool, right?
That is cool. I have a St. Louis County Library card that says I need to renew it in August of 1997.
Okay, well that should be thrown out.
I don't.
Kidding me? I love to read.
I have my my club membership card.
That's good.
I'm not going to tell you what club.
I have $20 stowed away as like just in case.
An emergency 20?
Yeah, and I completely forgot that I had it in there, and I always completely forget that I have it in there. And so if there's ever an emergency and I need money, I will never remember that I have it in there.
Yes, I know.
Like I just found it and went, oh my God, I still have a...
I don't have anything. I honestly have my driver's license, insurance cards, and that's it.
I took it out.
Cards in here.
Casino play cards.
I think my nostalgia got the best of me. So I had, for a very, very long time, in my wallet, I had, when Alex left school, so when we went to Western together, and we did not go out when we were at Western together. We didn't date. She
You were
always
friends.
had a boyfriend. But when she left to go back home, she wrote down her address and phone number, I think, on a little piece of paper, and I kept it in my wallet. And probably when I switched to this wallet, I maybe took it out and set it. But I had to I taped over it because it was falling apart because I laminated it with tape basically.
That's
on front
pretty
and back.
sweet.
But I always had it in my wallet, and I don't have it now. And I think that I took it out because it was just getting so tattered.
It was disintegrating.
And I was like, I think I should probably take this out.
And how long did you wait before you made the call?
Well, she came back to town and looked me up.
Oh, did she look you up and down?
And because she got rid of that, pesky boyfriend. And so
that's how it works sometimes. You got to just wait it out.
And I didn't tell her right away that I was like, hey, look, I'm a stalker. I have this in my wallet from when you
I think it's
left.
Sweet.
I waited a while.
You were smitten.
I was.
From the very beginning.
Yep.
Very sweet. Tim, you can't find anything?
I don't have anything. Well, just that library card, a couple of business cards that I've now decided to throw away. So I appreciate.
All right, let's
this
name
segment.
names on the business cards.
Oh, well, one is an expired frequent customer thing, and then the other I'm not going to disclose.
I would like to know.
No.
What's the business? Can you just give the business?
No, because it's no.
Okay.
I've memorized the number. That's why.
You are no fun. Your brother would name names.
Oh, he would.
Not afraid at all to name names.
This is a good person.
Fear.
I know, but you haven't
I just
memorized.
don't need to carry. There's no reason for me to carry this around.
Do you find it rude if you get a text from somebody, or if you text somebody and they don't know who you are? Does that ever bother you? I got a text over the weekend from somebody, and I never wrote him back because I was like, I don't know who this person is. Is that bad? Would they, if I say, who is this?
I hate that when I don't. I feel bad if I don't know. If they don't
I know that wasn't an official question on the Wheel of Questions, but I'm curious what you guys say.
It's a follow-up, sort of. I don't feel bad if they don't know me. Like, a lot of times, if it's somebody I haven't texted in a long time, I'll be like, hey, it's Brandon, like, just in case they lost their phone or whatever. But yeah, if I don't...
And there was no correspondence with this person.
If I don't know them, I feel terrible. I'm like, what have I done? Did I not save this number?
Well, my old phone died.
Yeah.
So we have there's no record of
anybody that
us texting
any contact
before.
that went into my phone before I got fired from here, I lost a lot. Because for some weird reason, whenever I was adding contacts, it was putting them in like my contacts for my work account or something. It was really strange. You wouldn't have thought it would have made a big deal because it's not like I had a company phone. But then all of a sudden, my contacts were all messed up whenever I left. And I was like, oh, no.
I am never offended if somebody asks who this is. Just know that. Like if I text you.
I agree. Because people go through things with their phones.
And if we've never texted, I will usually write my name.
Plus, it's an opportunity for some fun. If it's somebody that I like, then I'll be like, this is the IRS.
I was mad when Mark Close didn't put me in his phone for a while.
I'm bad about putting people's names like I should. And I also, because of storage, I think all my texts disappear after like a year, maybe 2 years. So sometimes I just haven't heard from somebody in a couple of years. So they'll just be like, how you doing? I'm in town. And I'm like, oh boy, because there's no contact.
But if you don't see, like when you text somebody, when you pull their name up, you can see if you've corresponded with them. And if that's not there,
that's what I'm saying is mine delete.
Yeah.
After a year or 2 years.
You should know
so
better.
I can't.
Do you save any texts though?
No.
Do you?
I don't delete.
Do you do like
any.
Tim does, where he automatically gets rid of them? So how far back to your text go?
I don't even know.
Scroll down. I've got one from 2018 that I've saved.
2018.
I don't delete any of them. Should I?
It's just a memory. I do it because if people are always sending me files, music, video, whatever, it deletes them. And
I have no time for this.
Frees more room.
I'm back in 23.
Really?
As long as I've had this phone. However long
so it
that
doesn't.
is.
Oh, so from your old phone, those texts are gone.
Those are gone. 2023.
See who my oldest text is from?
No way.
Yeah.
The real one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who?
Kevin Smith.
Oh, that's cool.
So I saved that one.
What he's up to.
Nerd.
Famous St. Louis. And, Brian Bates thought Kevin Smith was from St. Louis. Why did he think that again?
Right.
Maybe look the part.
He's like, yeah,
possibly.
He's from St. Louis, right? We're like, no, all of his movies are set in New Jersey.
Every movie he makes is a love letter to New Jersey.
All right, let's give it one more spin. You are offered a lifetime supply of the one thing you complain about buying the most. What do you choose?
Oh, God. God, what a boring answer. But it's probably gas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Because I buy a lot of milk, but I ain't complaining. It's a joy.
Yes, there's Glee.
Plus, it's
that's
not
attached to the
it's
milk
not
purchases.
terribly expensive, you know. It's fine. I'm not going broke buying milk, but man, gas.
Man,
just having to drive. As
I
far
always
as I
have
do.
really good intentions with like spinach and cottage cheese.
Anytime I buy cottage cheese, I immediately use it because it's going.
But
it's a
I'm
recipe.
buying it to
I'm
have
not
as
buying it.
I'm buying it to have as a side.
Yeah.
But you like cottage cheese.
I do, but I forget about it.
So you have it like once and then.
And I had it yesterday. I was like, oh, I have that cottage cheese in there.
What are you doing with the spinach? Like, what's your intention?
Salads and like pita pockets with
See, I don't
chicken.
think I don't want like a straight spinach salad unless it's somebody else needs to make it.
I do
with,
like
the
some
warm
cold
dressing.
Well,
and all
doing
that
it.
stuff.
I'm doing it for the nutritional value if I ever eat it. But I will mix some iceberg that has no nutritional value in. But there's nothing better than cold iceberg and a cold iceberg lettuce salad.
That Frederico's in Waterloo, it's an Italian place. They have fried spinach. they call
I've
it.
had fried spinach. Trainwreck used to have it.
But it's like, was it crunchy?
Yeah, it's crunchy, and they put a little Parmesan on top.
I don't understand what's going on.
She good.
Man, is it good.
Yeah, it's real good.
Probably not at the healthy, though.
Tim, what about you?
Right now in my life, it would be like diapers and wipes.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just constantly like, if you run out, that's a bad deal.
Is it? What do you have to do?
You just got to
improvise.
Yeah,
You have to use a dish towel?
New Yorker magazine.
Yeah, the wrong size, or just it's just not.
Yes.
Are you
an ideal situation?
Sam's or Costco in at all? Do you
No.
guys?
You really should for that kind of
no,
stuff.
that's not true. Sorry. Yes, Emma gets.
She's got
I think this latest bag because we have two huge boxes, so I assume they're Costco.
Oh,
She
that's a
loves
good
Costco.
one. Somebody texted in golf balls.
Oh yeah.
I don't complain about those. I do not want to have to buy tees.
Oh.
Golf tees.
Oh, yeah, that is annoying.
Like I hold them sacred. Like, ooh, that's a good one. I'm more.
I found one of those plastic ones and started using it now.
Oh, the plastic ones are the best.
Like I could get behind getting some
You
of these.
can hold on to them for quite a while.
Yeah.
When you get invited to play at a nice place, they have free tees. And let me tell you, I look like I've never been in a country club before when I see those free tees. I am like
handfuls.
Oh, and they're the perfect length of tee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the huge long tees. All right, that's it. Now we're way over time for Wheel of Questions,
great
but what a discussion, right?
It's just real strong filler content.
That's best of right
Filler.
there, baby.
That's all filler.
All filler.
Hurt in a car accident? Injured on the job? At Cantor Injury Law, we know how overwhelming it can feel. With over 100 years of combined local legal experience and over $500 million won, we fight to get you the justice you deserve.
You can count on Cantor Injury Law to stand by your side. You pay nothing out of pocket. We only win when you win.
When you're injured, count on Cantor. Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999, or visit CantorInjuryLaw.com.
You can count on Cantor.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The Courtney Show.
Oh, it's like every time we turn on the microphone, there's a new person here. A new
Chris
guest.
Cosby!
You said no fluff.
I did.
Look
but-
at us now.
and
Making
Brendan
fun of
Air,
ourselves.
of course.
All right, let's do some randoms.
What I'm really bothered we didn't bring up with Guy Phillips when he was in, we forgot to get an update on his notes to ask the dermatologists about the weird stuff that has shown up on his body.
What was on the?
You gotta get that.
What was on his?
I don't know,
last
but
one
he
that was
showed
so
me on his
funny?
ankle. He goes, "See, look at this. What's that?" And I totally forgot that was even a discussion we had last time he was
all
in.
of that. Well, we got to have him back. Some random stories for you this morning. There's apparently a trend among influencers to take staged artistic photos of their TSA trays while going through airport security. How would that make you feel if you're waiting, to go through security and you see someone carefully
Why does anybody
arranging-
care? Why would anybody care about this? Who would watch this?
I mean, who would
People are
watch
just
any of it?
desperate. Yeah, we're all just scrolling on our phones all the time. All these people that are doing stuff are just dying to find any content that they can make and put out there.
And this is something that people would be interested in?
Well, I mean,
here are my shoes, my belt, my laptop.
Well, what if they like? Do you remember that trend where people were arranging something like the firefighters were arranging all of their gear and then taking a picture from above, and it was like in a square and it looked really cool. Do you remember that?
No,
that's happened for a while.
That's kind of what this is.
So if it's like
it's pleasing,
yes. If it's put together, then
they're probably not even in TSA. They're probably just have one of those things at home and they're just taking pictures.
Or at the end, at post, after you go through the thing, then you got all the time in the world.
Yeah,
all you got to do is stop by California Pizza Kitchen after that.
Amen, brother.
Get some CPK.
Yeah, get
drink at Applebee's and you're good to go.
If anyone wants to follow me on Instagram, I have some really beautiful stage pictures of my duffel bag in the bottom of a Greyhound bus. It's really nicely put together.
So beautiful.
I don't think I follow you.
What kind of content are you? Is it still Airbud?
Airbud, EYREBUD. My content, who knows what I'm doing? I don't know how to do it. There's no way. I'm doing nothing.
You're not doing.
I mean, I do stand-up clips. I do.
Oh yeah,
nonsense.
Get the stand-up clips going.
I'm following.
Oh, that's big. That's a big follow for me.
It's really not.
That put you over 1 million, right?
Yeah, that's a big follow. And I will say, I do want to point out, because I'm so happy Chris is here, and I just want to make it really clear to you, before you came, we were not, there was no mention at all of how the Convey brothers would be excellent villains from an 80s movie. We did not talk about that. Nobody brought that up. There was no mention of sweaters tied around the shoulders.
Or like a ski jerk.
Yeah. You guys were the rich guys messing with Ski Patrol.
No, they were Ski Patrol.
We own this. Our dad owns this mountain.
Yeah, the way I used to bully people skiing was I would just spray them with snow. I was spraying people all over the place.
I'll get you.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are what we talked about.
That was the move for all villains on the mountain.
And I'll also talk about how much money my dad has. And,
with the cell phone.
Yeah, huge cell phone. Yeah. And I'll be driving my Snowcat around. Who cares? Will I have perfect hair and a headband? Probably.
Alien Romulus, that was a movie that was top of the box office its opening weekend. Obviously not meant for kids. Some parents might consider it a shoot 'em up.
This is awesome. You guys are going to love this so much.
So somebody found this audio, and it's like a news station basically talking to parents coming out of the first Alien movie. So this is 1979. There are parents coming out of the Alien movie with little kids, and they're asking them, like, what are you doing taking this kid?
No, they are not questioning.
Well, that's their intention.
It's 79.
Subtext.
It's 79.
I think that's their intention, but they're not saying it that way. They're just asking questions. So these are parents, and they've got their kids, and they're talking about seeing the very first Alien movie.
You know that this was an R-rated movie when you brought him?
Yes, we did.
Are you sorry you brought him?
Yes, I am.
Are you glad you saw it? Yeah. Are you sorry, sir, that you brought your son along to see Alien?
No, ma'am. I think he should have seen it. It's something that he needs to know, that things like that could happen in life. That could be a true story based on, science. You never know what's going on the outside of the world.
Did the movie scare you at all? Yes, ma'am, it did. Would you recommend to your little friends who are your age to go see it? No, I wouldn't.
Oh, my God. We have to find that girl.
They were both little boys.
Yeah, they're little boys.
Well, we have to find that little boy and be like, how has this affected your life?
You couldn't have slept for weeks.
It is.
He's probably a comedian.
The first one is tiny.
Yeah.
Like just this, he's probably 6.
And he was the one that was like, I'm happy I saw it. And the older kid was like,
I didn't, yeah.
I'm a little messed up.
The second guy is amazing. Where he just like, the boy needs to know about science.
It's
a science movie,
Yeah,
okay?
you're not paying attention. This can happen.
Things happen in life. Sometimes an alien's going to pop out of your stomach.
We're going to go get our house sprayed for face grabbers.
Oh, my gosh. I love it.
But the video really completes it. That's up on the blog if you want to check it out. 1065thearch.com. The ATM fees are now up. An annual study found that ATM fees have hit a new record high The national average is $4.77. I mean, that's probably because
I saw $5 the other day. But
people aren't using ATMs nearly as often, so I would assume they're just raising their cost to offset the cost of the machines.
Yeah, the rich just keep getting richer, right, guys?
Yeah, machines
Can I tell you? Do we have time to tell you a quick ATM story?
Sure.
Man, I'm excited you have an ATM story.
Segment of the show.
So I'm one of these guys.
Listen to you being pushy about your stories. Somebody should have bullied you on a ski mountain.
Speed it up, nerd.
But I'm one of these guys that will deposit a check in an ATM.
Oh, yeah.
My dad's always like, I don't know what you're doing. You go into the bank. You know? But I don't. People my age, we don't know how to go in the bank.
No,
I don't know
we don't
what
want
the
to talk
slips
to
are for. I don't know what's going on. So I deposit a check in the ATM. It just doesn't show up in any of my accounts or anything. I go into my bank and I go, hey, I just put, X amount of money in there. It's not in there. The lady goes, yeah, we're not really involved with that ATM. It's
what?
The ATM connected to the bank.
What?
She goes, we're not involved. We go,
you might want to have a sign.
Yeah, she goes, we have contractors that do the ATMs. And I go, it's your ATM.
No way.
I go, open the ATM and give me my check.
Yeah, give it back.
It's glued to your building.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how that's possible.
It was bizarre. And she goes, probably best thing to do is wait a few days. And I go, that's the worst thing.
Oh my God. You need to get one of those banks that you can take a picture.
Well, see, I'm like the in-between generation.
Yeah.
I won't go into the bank, but I'm afraid to deposit by a picture.
Listen, if I do it,
it's awesome.
I know,
you have to
I
do it.
should
Once
do
you
it.
do
Everyone does it.
It
It's
opens
awesome.
a whole new world to you.
A whole new world.
I should do it. I should do it. Especially after this ATM. Where I find out the banks aren't even involved in their own ATMs.
I'm sure your dad thought that it was totally okay and normal.
Yeah, he's like, that's what you get dealing with robots.
Dealing with robots. ATMs are robots.
Last one. There's a town in Morehead City, North Carolina, where it sounds like it's turned into a war zone in this little town.
It's great.
So local businesses have been engaging in this sign war. So it all started when a bar and grill, basically, they left a message that said, "Happy birthday, Jeff," on the marquee for a month. So they put it up and they didn't take it down. And then the neighboring business said, hey, they put up on their sign, said, hey, they called them out and said, quit being lazy, change your sign. And so then they started going back and forth like, well, your food's terrible. And then other businesses in town started putting signs up too to argue with the other signs. They say now there are 70 different establishments that are in this war going back and forth. Clothing stores, doctor's office. They said even churches are getting involved. And somebody asked, like, do you think this is going to wrap up soon? Like, oh no, this is
who we are now.
This is who we are now.
I love that.
It's hilarious
when stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake at first. Nick showed me it on a TikTok, I think, a few days ago. And I'm like, oh, that's probably old. No, it's brand new. Now that everybody's involved.
And where's this town?
It's in Morehead City, North Carolina.
And old Jeff is just sitting there like, this is the best birthday ever.
It all started with me.
Yeah.
That's your randos.
The Courtney Show.
Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number.
I'm Timmy, and these are the numbers. I found this one real interesting. They did a poll. They asked over 10,000 Americans. That's quite a few. If they ever felt like they were selling out. 20% of people said yes, 59% said no, and 20% said they weren't sure. Do you guys ever feel like you've sold out?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
tell me more, Courtney.
I don't know. Sometimes you have to do things that maybe you would normally say no to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of nudity. Everybody, right?
Yeah.
Just me?
Just you. But you know what I mean?
I feel like your definition of selling out changes maybe a little bit as you get older, too.
Yeah, and the more you do it,
yes.
your
you are
standard
right.
changes.
You are right. When I first started in radio, I was convinced that I would never work at a radio station that I didn't love the music. I was like, there's just no way I'm ever going to do that. Mm-hmm. And then once you get into radio, you realize, oh, you don't really You can't control that.
Yeah.
Right.
The Eagles are going to be a part of it.
But you know what I mean? Like, I just always thought, like, no way would I do that.
Yeah.
And then you just do.
Yeah.
I can't believe, what did it say? 59% of people say that they've not sold out.
59% say that no, they've not sold out. 20% of people say yes. It's
That's
sort of like,
gotta be lower than
like,
that. That's
have you walked that line a little bit, or like, are you a full blown sellout? You know what I mean? Like, people have probably done things that hopefully they've learned from, where they're like, man, that was not.
Man, I really try to, like, not
sell out.
Like, I'll push back as much as I can until if my job's on the line.
Right.
And sometimes you just have to do.
Yeah, we're kind of faced with it regularly in this gig, honestly.
Right.
Where you're trying to be you, but also, you know, there's certain things you do that you're supposed to do to
I just
do
think
what we do well.
Anytime you compromise what you really wanted to do or say because of your job, that's a little version of selling out. Like, anytime there's a customer that's like, I want you to mow my lawn today, and you're like, look, ma'am, the policy is once a week, and if you miss, if there's rain, then we don't get you till the next time around. But if you bend and we're like, all right, I guess we'll just go ahead and mow it, then you just sold out a little bit.
That guy's got integrity. Chris, do you ever feel like you've sold out?
Not once, bro.
Wow.
Never
have, never will. Nobody's ever asked me to.
No one's ever asked you to sell out?
Nope.
More interesting than that, though, I think, is this. They asked the same amount of people, 10,000, if they consider selling out to be a good thing or a bad thing. People our age and older, like, selling out's like the worst thing you can think of, right?
Yeah, that's a real Gen X thing. We're like, I'm never selling out.
With young people, they kind of are like, oh, you sold out. Like, you made the decision, you got paid,
way
whatever.
to go get some money.
Only 3% of people 65 and older think it's a good thing, but that number leaps to 29%. Almost 30% of people 18 to 29, they think selling out is a good thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a different world. It's a different kind of sellout for them.
I mean, if anything, it's a phrase that they don't even really understand.
Yeah, maybe it's a different.
It's not used as much.
I would need someone young to explain.
Well,
that
don't you
to
think
me.
it's? I mean, well, the world is full of wannabe influencers in that age group.
That is something they say on here. The first perception of success for some young people is having a big mainstream following on social media, big enough to get paid to hawk products for whoever.
That's
And
right.
100% selling out.
He's sold out. Look, he's got all those things. Yeah, it's really interesting.
A good friend of mine likes to say the phrase, you gots to get paid.
That is
You
true.
gots to get paid.
I don't know where I
gots
heard
to-
that from.
What's the
but
sellout song?
Sell out with me and I sell out.
Real Big Fish.
Tonight.
The record company's gonna make me lots of money and everything's gonna be all right. So good. What a record that is, huh?
Yes. Well, I don't
Radio
know.
off-
That- the song?
Start to
Yeah,
finish.
great.
The song, the whole album, though, really just a fantastic musical outfit. Real Big Fish.
Great sellouts.
Somebody conducted a poll asking men if they would take a penny that they saw in a urinal.
In
No
a
one.
urinal?
No one would.
0.
13%.
Was it because it was heads up?
I don't know, but isn't that insane?
Find a penny, pick it up. All that day you
they're-
have good luck.
Unless they've been to the Lincoln Museum and they were so influenced by it that they were like, I don't want Abe to go
Lincoln?
down like this.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
isn't-
they're doing it to save.
they're saving Abe from.
Other people, and I agree with this, if I saw a penny just on the counter,
Never.
I wouldn't pick it
Oh,
up.
on the ground?
I'll throw pennies away.
On the ground, I'm picking them up.
You are?
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Good for you, man.
Not me.
Great. That's how you avoid selling out, is all the pennies
Yeah,
you're putting in.
I've never had to sell out.
We need to get rid of the penny. That's how I feel.
Yes. It costs more to make the penny than the penny's worth.
Oh, that
Keep
hurts.
that penny around.
See you later, penny.
No, see ya, pennies.
Penny's going to be here forever.
What's the amount of money that you would reach into a urinal and get?
None.
Oh,
$7?
No. It would
mean,
have to be in
$7?
$100. If it's $100 bill laying there, I'm going in.
Yeah, but it might be. If there's a $100 bill laying there, you're thinking it's
A trick.
Yes.
But they'll just say there's $84 in quarters, and you're telling me you're not getting them out of the urinal?
No way.
Really?
No, I won't do that.
$84 in quarters. That's a lot of quarters.
Do you have a hose?
Yeah, there's a sink right
sink?
next to the
No,
urinal.
a hose.
Well,
That's a
there's a
personal
sink and you
question.
can get a bucket. You can do whatever procedure you want as long as you get it done within 3 minutes.
No.
I don't want all them coins.
I think we need to conduct an experiment.
If it's like a money clip dropped in there.
You're
Where
what's
you're
your
like,
number
"There's some
then
cash
that you're
in there."
going in there for?
I'm going.
$35,000.
Someone's wedged a briefcase into the urinal.
It sounds
I don't
so
want anything to do
gross.
with it.
13%. Do you believe that? A penny?
A penny. No.
No.
Come on.
They're liars.
No way.
You can't find 13 people that would agree to do that.
Yeah, and this is it's a strange one. My number would be if there's a sink.
$5
if there's
bill?
a sink right there.
But
I
also
bet you're a
depends on the
$5
urinal.
bill.
If it's a
$5
non-flush and it's been used like all day in an airport,
Oh,
I don't
If
think
it's
so, buddy.
If it's an auto flush and there's not accumulation in there of anything. You know, it's wet. It's a urinal,
And it's
but
just
there's
straight
not accumulation.
Because, I mean, it's different if it's a toilet.
Toilet
versus
and urinal.
A urinal.
Yeah, we're talking about a urinal.
Because I remember, like, the Romans used that substance.
No, we're always going back to the Romans.
Leave the Romans out of this.
Look, we don't talk about the Romans enough anymore. They use that
They
to
have their
wash
moment on the show.
their clothes. They use that to wash their clothes.
That's disgusting.
It would. You never seen white or whites.
What is your number? It's a urinal. It's an auto
$20.
flush, so it's been flushed. $20 you're going in.
Yeah.
SeaWorld, what is your number?
But,
There's a sink right there.
Just a 20s floating
No.
there. I'm grabbing it.
$100 bill.
No. No.
It's an auto flush.
No, I'm not doing it.
The bill is completely, you can see that it's completely dry except for one corner has a little bit of moisture on it, but that's clean moisture
looks like
because,
it was
again, it's an auto flush. It is. It's an auto flush.
It just got dropped in
Just
there.
got dropped in there.
No.
It's a $100 bill.
No.
A $1,000 bill.
I don't think so.
You're $1,000.
I don't think so.
I'm taking it. I'm going in for 20.
Luckily, I am not confronted with a lot of urinals in my daily life, so I don't really even have to answer this
The
question.
urinal. Okay, listen, we're not at an airport. You're here at work.
Even worse. I know all these people.
All friendly fire in there.
But in the morning, we're the first one since the cleaning crew's been here.
Yeah, that's the only explanation is that someone from the cleaning crew dropped.
Has
it.
anybody from the Riz show been in the bathroom at that point?
I don't know. You'd have to check the floor.
Yeah, that's debatable. There's no way to know. Think about it. Let us know what you think. Cheney Window into our text line 314-954. That's not the number. 314-669-4665. I'm Timmy. Those are the numbers.
The Courtney Show.
It's finally Friday. Time for Brando to sing a song.
All right, and it's Friday, and we have comedian Brendan Aaron, friend of the show, in studio.
How do you think Brendan spells his name for his Instagram?
E-Y-R-E.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, did you just want me to give that information in case anybody wanted to follow him?
It's impossible to find him.
Oh, is it?
What?
think I
No,
just did.
it's not. But I don't know why you're looking at me with this strange grin.
It's like if you want more followers, let's simplify
I don't know if this is a plug or if I'm being made fun of.
Listen, I was just trying to get that name out there.
Well, I would have if I would have known what I know now. I would have taken a stage name because I have a stupid name that. Well, no, I like my name, but if you see it, you can't pronounce it, and if you hear it, you can't spell it. So it's not great.
No,
but ladies of a certain age always know it because of the book Jane Eyre.
Oh, is that why I knew it?
Okay.
I'm of a certain age.
Of a certain age. And a certain haircut.
And so his Instagram handle is?
E-Y-E-R.
No, E-Y-R-E.
E-Y-R-E.
I want to love you, E-Y-E.
It's Air Bud. It's a pun.
Yes.
Okay? And it's no one's ever understood it.
Hey,
I get it.
Don't
Thank
take
you.
that from him. He's bullying you. You know what's going on.
It's classic convieism.
He's going to push you down the stairs.
They're
now.
conviists.
Yeah, I just sprayed you with some snow on my skis.
Conviisms.
All right, it's finally Friday.
It is. And Brando is going to sing a song.
That's my plan. So I've got a song for you today. It has something to do with something that happened during the show this week, but we've kind of been a little disjointed. And then plus Brendan's here, and I don't want him to feel like what is going on? What is this song about? So I'm going to explain what's going on here. When this has come up on the show multiple times, and I can't believe I've never done a song about this topic, but it came up yesterday when Guy was here, and it has to do with what Courtney calls ground beef. Do you remember?
Burger.
Yes. Just
burger.
Even though I don't even ever want burger, I want ground turkey.
Yes. So this song is basically dedicated to that very specific fact. I'm not saying it's a good song, but it's a song about that, so we'll see how it goes. And now you know what it's about. Mixing things together for sandwiches or pies. I like cooking with it, whether it's basted or deep fried. Ham's good for you, best if it's smoked. Some people might call it ground beef, you know damn well I won't. Burger in the kitchen. Burger in the kitchen. Burger in the kitchen. Actually, it's turkey. Keep your pork and chicken, because there's burger in the kitchen.
Oh, my God.
That's all it is.
Burger.
Oh, my God.
That's just what Nick says when I tell him on the phone. Oh, pick up some burger. Burger.
Burger.
I'm not the only one. We got lots of texts yesterday from people that call it the same thing.
Go ahead.
No, you please.
I was going to say that, and I don't know if it's that I have people in my family that do that. That does not seem that crazy to me. I definitely know.
I think you either grew up.
Yeah, I don't say that, but I'm very familiar. Like, if you would have said that, I'd be like, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's not that crazy to me.
Science has proven that there's burger in the world, and the boy needs to know.
About
burger.
Great song by Brando.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Well, guys, that was another great podcast. Thanks for listening. If you're hungry, we have food for you at Salt and Smoke at various locations. saltandsmokebarbecue.com. 314-727-0200.